118 reasons not to have a child. Hello everyone, Florian Heiser here. And Rachel.
Hi.
Hello. I know it's been a while since we've done a stream together, but when I saw this article, I thought, okay, I need to get Rachel on the show to discuss it because Rachel's 35 weeks pregnant.
Very good.
Yes, bonus husband points.
I'm complaining enough.
Yeah. She's at the point where the whinging is enough that I notice it. So that's third trimester. Oh, boy. And for those of you that aren't aware, this is our 7th child.
Ninth pregnancy.
7th child. We are that crazy. And I thought, okay, I should go through this article with Rachel because, Instagram model, actually, whatever. Her 118 justifications for not having a child. And what we'll do is
which we've clearly ignored because we have 6 of them.
We'll see. I mean, this here, okay, we'll bring this up. We'll do a cube zoom.
Ooh.
So this is her Instagram, okay? So are you surprised she doesn't want to have a kid, Rachel?
Oh, well, I certainly don't have that kind of
figure. Could you pull off that outfit anymore now?
Oh, I could try.
You know?
I could try. You'd like it.
I don't like the haircut, though.
No.
Short hair, it's not for women. It should be illegal. Anyway, I know I'm going to offend people with that. Sorry. Let's have a look at these 118 reasons.
Okay? Here we go.
So, number 1. And now I had to copy this off her Instagram picture, so it's a little blurry, but it's good enough for us. So number 1, they are your responsibility until the day you die.
I partially agree and partially disagree with that.
Yes, yep.
I think they're your responsibility until they're grown-ups, and then they're not your responsibility because they're adults.
Yeah.
And if you've done your job right, they should be able to look after themselves.
Yeah, hopefully.
If you haven't done your job right, then maybe she's
maybe it's
foretelling.
I wonder if she's fatherless. What do you reckon?
Oh, who knows, Florian?
Let's get all the stereotypes out there. So no, I mean,
Edward might be.
Well,
but he's a special case.
He's special needs, so he probably will be. But anyway,
that's not a good enough reason.
So we cross that out. No, fail. Postpartum hair loss.
Oh, well, you don't have any hair to lose. You've got postpartum grayness.
Well, no. Every time the beard comes back, because if you watch the channel regularly enough, you'll see it disappear and then grow back about a week later. It gets wider every time. What about you, honey?
I find about 6 months after I have a baby and between 3 and 6 months after a miscarriage, I have postpartum hair loss and I lose about half of my volume of hair. And every time I feel like I'm going to go bald and we'll be matchy and I'm distraught. But believe it or not, after 9 pregnancies, 6 babies, I still have hair. Not all the hair I used to have, but I still have hair. So you're not bald.
It's not. It comes back. It grows back
not at this length. It's pretty thin.
No, but when you're pregnant, you get more hair.
No, you don't. You just don't lose it.
Okay.
So you lose everything you would have lost all at once.
You're all bitching about hair. Who cares? You don't need it. Come on. So that's a bullshit excuse. I'll cross that one out. Whoop-de-doo.
Okay.
Here we go. Number 3. You're looking pretty tired. You are tired all the time.
Well, your mother would agree with that.
Yeah. She thinks. Well, whenever we visit, I have a nap because I like sleeping. Yeah, we can.
I'm tired all the time, but
that's even without kids. If you're busy, you're tired, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that an excuse to not have children?
If I keep on top of the iron and I don't get anemic, I'm okay.
Okay, well, you reckon it's more diet related?
It could be that you're not having enough red meat.
I do drink, only about 2 steins of coffee a day. It's not that much. It's only 4 cups.
I don't drink coffee at all.
So you
maybe that's why I'm tired all the time.
So you're all tired. That's a bullshit excuse again. Children can inherit emotional trauma. Now, this is telling me there's maybe more to her story. If that's in the top 4, that's showing something wrong with the author of this.
Is this why you're using red? Because it's a red flag?
No, red's easy to see. But okay, it's a red. We'll draw Stefan Molyneux. Draw a little red flag there. Molyneux red flag. I mean, just don't be don't be crazy.
If you have a pretty vanilla childhood, losing a pet's going to be traumatizing. It's all relative. I don't think you can get through life as a whole human without having some trauma. You've got to have something to overcome.
The hero's journey.
Yeah.
So is that's not
But
really...
that's the thing.
That's
more
more red.
really...
That's a red flag of the person, not a sign not to have children.
No. You can't protect your children from everything
Although
until you want to.
Yeah. Although I know some people that have had a pretty bad childhood and use that to just say, no, I don't want to risk repeating those behaviours.
But that's a sign that you as a parent need to grow up.
Yeah. If you can say that, you can control yourself. Oh, here we go. Number 5. The world's already overpopulated. Okay, so she believes bullshit.
Well, we're going to hit peak population in about 30 years, and then the global population will decline, and then we're going to have some real social...
End up like Japan.
Well, because it's a global thing, it's going to be a competition for immigrants unless we have more babies.
It'll be Africa will be the new world leader with population. So yeah, whatever. That's we know that's a falsehood. Okay, she's believing rubbish there, so that's wrong. Number 6, you will watch your child scramble for the already limited resources, jobs, and housing, etc. What?
Our kids scramble because there's 6 of them.
I mean, the fact that you've gone to the effort to make this list, it seems like you're just justifying wanting to live a hedonistic life. This all seems like bullshit to me. I mean, whoop-de-doo, everyone has to scramble. Everyone has to work hard for these things. Sure, we think previous generations had it better, but we've got better opportunities now than previous generations had, and our kids will have better opportunities than we had.
It's kind of life, isn't it?
Yeah. So, no, bullshit excuse again. Bullshit. You've got no good excuses. Number 7, you become the second priority to your partner.
Well, that's a sign that you're headed for divorce.
Yeah, you need to make a conscious effort to not let that happen. And your partner should always be number 1.
That's not the child's fault.
No, it's not.
That's
It's got
a parent issue.
Nothing to do with the child. It's the parent being selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm number 1 in your life, aren't I, honey?
Of course.
Wonderful.
When I've slept.
When you're not angry at me. Well, we were just at dinner today. Our eldest was trying to get me in trouble with Rachel because I did something she was narking at the kids about.
And you didn't set the table properly.
Yeah, I didn't set the table. I did a bullshit lazy, just grab the forks and dump them on there. It's efficient. It's a man way of doing it. Like when you're camping. And she's going, kids.
I thought it was the kids went off. It was Florian.
Yeah, and Mina threw me under the bus because she likes getting me in trouble. So she's not traumatized by the idea of us bickering or fighting. So there you go. Your child can decide to cut you off for whatever reason when they're older.
Yeah, but that's a risk you take.
Well, don't be an asshole then, and then they won't. Or how is this a reason to not have kids? I don't get it. These are all about a bunch of what
But that
ifs.
can also change with time.
Yeah.
So it's completely out of your control.
Yeah, it's got nothing to... They're an adult. They will make adult decisions. And I'm sure, the fact that we've made the adult decision to have so many children is certainly embarrassing to our parents. My mother tells people, I've got 6 grandkids. To 1 son. Says it afterwards. They can be bullied.
Yeah, everyone's bullied.
They can be bullies.
Yep, everyone's a bully.
Yeah, we see that in our homeschooled clique of 6. Yeah, it happens.
They bully
each other in different cliques. They gang up. But
it's part of learning to socialise, is learning how to not hurt other people's feelings. It's not something you're just born with.
Yeah.
You've got to be trained on how to behave.
They can turn into a serial killer. What is wrong with this woman? I mean, let's look. What is wrong with her?
It's that childhood trauma coming out.
Yeah, she has childhood trauma. She definitely has childhood trauma if this is what she's thinking. Then raise them right. Okay, they're not going to turn into a serial
parents.
killer.
That's a good start.
Yeah, that's it. Don't believe all the woke bullshit. Okay, look up some FBI statistics, hate facts. Then
they could also grow up to be like someone who cures some random disease. You don't know what.
Oh, wow.
They
could turn into the R word, which I can't say on the YouTube. Fatherless homes.
That's just sad if that's on the list. Where's the hope?
This woman doesn't have any. She's got problems. Okay, we're only up to 12, and look at what we've hit on this list. There's 118 of them.
Wow.
118. This is
why you got me on?
Yeah, this is why I got you on. I haven't gone through it yet. I thought, this is nuts. 12, you will watch them grow up in a world of chaos and stress every minute of every day. What? And stress every minute of every day if they're okay. I mean...
But to be honest, a lot of that can be just resolved if you stay home with your babies and don't put them in childcare so they don't have abandonment issues. It goes a long way to reducing the stress of a child, and then if they've got a less stressful childhood, there'll be well-rounded results.
Spend time with your kids.
Raise your own children. Help. Because before the age of 3, a child can't regulate their own emotions. They rely on their parents.
We've seen that.
Well, they rely on mum, more so than dad, but both of them, to calm them down.
They don't want me to... They get angry at me when I try to calm them down.
Go away.
They yell at me, yeah. Little 2-year-old girl going, no, Dad, Mum, and storming off angry.
I think 13 and 14 are the same thing.
Kids will be ungrateful. That's just bad parenting.
No, that's just called normal.
Well, yeah, of course, they're going to be ungrateful and they're going to be rude, but... I mean, you see them our kids when they're out or at someone else's house.
But when they're asleep, they're beautiful.
No, I mean when they're out, they're like little angels. Or everyone says they're so well behaved.
And then they get home and they're like,
bullshit. You know, it is They turn it on and off like a switch. And I go, why aren't you this nice and well behaved at home? He goes, because I'm comfortable at home. I don't need to turn it on.
I can be myself and tell you what I really think.
Yes. Kids can be wildly embarrassing.
Absolutely.
What's wrong with that? I can be wildly embarrassing.
That's true.
That's called normal. That's normal. Come on. Terrible twos.
We have a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
She's so cute.
She's giving me the attitude.
Oh, yeah. She's got some sass.
She's a little boss at 2. Yeah, nah. That's not a reason to not have kids.
But that's normal development.
Do you not have... I mean, what kind of list is this? This is so stupid. There'll never be a break from parenthood. So...
Well, you get a break all the time.
Oh, yeah. I had them here. You had a nap, and I had all 6 of the kids here with me today. Okay,
yes,
you had a nap.
You had an hour.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half with the children.
That's
so look,
it.
there you go. You get a break. You just take it in turns. That's why you need 2 parents.
That's it.
I know circumstance, it can't always be that way, but...
Maybe that's what we're seeing here. Yeah, that's why
ideally, it's a partnership.
It's meant to be a 2-team...
Because it is a lot on your own. You would never get a break.
Oh.
Ever.
Okay, so we've disproven this. 18, rapid pregnancy hair growth.
Never.
How's that a bad thing? Okay. They can poo inside you, Rachel.
Well, that only happens right during labour, and if your waters break and they're not clear, that's a medical emergency.
Okay, I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
The first poo should be when they're out of the body, but they can poo inside. If they actually drink that can be really bad.
I've still changed the first poo of the first child, so I've done the first nappy, so that means...
You've changed the first poo for most of them.
Have I? Oh, I probably have, you're right.
Those little black poos.
Yeah,
those
that's
sticky
it.
black poos.
Oh, boy.
Got to do that again.
Body swelling?
Yep. Look at these fingers.
Yeah, but is that a reason to not have children?
No.
It's just part of life, isn't it? Face swelling. Here we go, 22. Body swelling can be accompanied with varicose veins that are extremely painful.
Oh, I've never experienced that. I guess you could.
Yeah.
Not in my experience.
But this is no reason not to have children.
But it's a what if.
Yeah, it's all
a
a
roll
what
of the dice. Roll of the dice.
Oh boy, this is really stretching, these excuses. She's just listed every single possible bad thing that could be associated with kids to justify her lifestyle, I think. It's easier to move without kids.
Of course, but it's also fun to move with kids. It's a wild adventure.
Yeah, everything is more... It makes the mundane amazing. That's how I'd put it. It makes
the highs are higher, the lows are lower.
Yeah. I mean, like, the other day I was at Bunnings with one of my daughters, and I was playing chasey around Bunnings with her. You know, it's just stuff you do. Maybe they all think
dads do.
Maybe they think I'm nuts. Yeah.
I would find that wildly embarrassing. Like, up what, 0.20?
Guess that's why they need both, isn't it? Holidays are easier, more fun without kids.
I disagree. I'd say they are easier, but I would definitely say kids make them more fun.
Christmas is not going to be as fun with a bunch of boring adults as it is with kids. No way in a million years. Nah. Flying can be almost impossible with a child.
We've done it.
Yeah. We've done it with a baby.
It's not impossible. Just plan.
Yeah. You can get an infection in the C-section scar.
I think we're getting into a what if section.
Yeah, this is what if. You could tear. Yeah, that happens.
I've done that every time.
It's normal. It's meant to tear, isn't it?
No, you're not meant to tear.
Oh, I knew. Okay.
No, that's not normal. It's normal for me, but it's not like generally normal.
Yeah, but we're in a modern world where it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, we're in a modern world where you're not going to die.
Not an issue. You can get kidney stones from pregnancy. Really?
That's not normal.
I've never heard of that before. Because that's just could be shit diet. That's what it could be. You will not sleep.
You do sleep, or else you'd be dead.
Yeah, that's rubbish. You do. Yeah. Well, I can't talk. I sleep through everything. People will ask us, "Oh, is the baby sleeping through the night?" And I go, "Yeah, they are. Yeah."
Well, Florian is.
Well, that's the deal you made with me. You said I get to sleep, but I got to earn the money
and make decisions.
Yeah,
that's I'm not very coherent.
You will constantly worry about their troubles.
That's a choice you make.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure our parents constantly worry about
I think
troubles.
they do.
But that's just normal. When you care about people, you worry about your friends too that have issues. Their suffering is your suffering.
Yes,
Depends on how much you want to.
Depends on what it is.
Yeah. The existence of child predators, and then potentially having contact with your child. Yeah. Oh,
that's not a reason not to have children, though.
That's not. But I also think
it is a risk.
Well, I think the media's blown it up. Well, honestly, I think the risk now is online, social media, and in the schools. It's all.
But it's definitely a risk that you can do your best to mitigate, but in a lot of ways, it's out of your hands.
Yeah, you've got to just arm them. Encourage them that they feel safe enough to let you know if something is going wrong, and teach them what is wrong.
Yeah.
You might bleed 2 months post childbirth.
Yeah, but it's different to a period.
Okay.
So
is that a reason not to have a kid? Isn't it just normal part of the process?
But then you get 9 months without having a period, and then you get your postpartum period, which can be anywhere from, well, in my experience, 3 months to 14 months. So it's a small trade-off, really.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm a bloke. You girls are just gross with all your bleeding. I think, Predator. I don't trust anything that bleeds that won't die, or if it bleeds, it anyway. Doctors will do anything to get your body out safely. Tear your vagina and potentially butty hole to give room for the baby's head.
Oh, that's an episiotomy. Episiotomy where they'll cut you. But look,
do they only have to do that for certain circumstances?
Doctors will do anything to keep you and baby alive. And you want them to do that to keep you and baby alive. No one wants to leave birth suite with a dead mum and a live baby. There is a reason why this stuff happens, and it's to keep people alive, because there is an inherent risk in childbirth. And if we were in the third world, our child mortality rate and our mother mortality rate would be far higher than it is. So I see this as doctors doing what they need to do to keep people alive.
Okay.
What do you think? They're not going to go out of their way to hurt you just for fun.
No. I mean, the most traumatic birth we had was Edward, and that was his heartbeat slowing. Other than that, they've all been very vanilla.
Well, that was pressing the big button. Everyone rushed it in.
Yeah. No.
But their interest was to make sure that we had a live baby and a live mum at the end of that birth, which we had.
I have had friends that have had much more traumatic experiences than I have.
Oh, absolutely. But the doctors are there to keep people alive in a situation that doesn't always turn out.
We don't know anyone that's died of childbirth.
No.
Do you know anyone? No. So that's it.
But I do know people with stillborns.
Yeah.
So you don't want that.
Yeah.
That's why these things happen, is so you don't have a stillborn baby.
She's talking about then they stitch you up and you have constant pain when you poo. Okay, so she's just going nuts here.
But that
fantasy what
it's a temporary pain.
Look, we go from this We go from constant pain and not being able to shit with your ass and vagina torn in half to the next number, 36, children are noisy. What? How do you make that leap? You get torn in half.
Because they cry when they come out, maybe.
Yeah, and then is that why?
Give me some peace. I've just birthed you.
That's when they're noisy. I mean, how do you... Okay.
I'm far too close to birth to be talking about this. It's only 5 weeks away. I'm trying to stay in denial, Florian.
Sorry. It's coming out. Children are noisy, yep, and messy. And they throw up everywhere and they're messy and horrible, but you love them still.
Yeah.
37. Pregnancy can cause diabetes.
So can chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate can. But technically, you've got gestational diabetes, don't you?
I do, but I'm managing it. They're really happy with me.
Well, no, you haven't.
No intervention. I only have to check my bloods every 3 days now.
You have you only have it because your blood glucose levels spiked from the test, and
because I'm not used to having the sugar.
And since then, because of your diet, you've never been above a normal range.
Yeah.
So it shows you the testing is wrong.
Not necessarily. Or
it doesn't take account of a non-conventional diet.
Exactly. And they don't... For me to get around doing the test would be a whole lot of bullshit. I'm not really
you just do it and just fill out the form. You go with the flow. Pregnancy can cause hypertension.
Yeah, it can. But you manage it.
I like this one. Your nipples can reach the size of dinner plates.
So you say that's not a problem?
How's that a problem?
Encouraged?
Yeah, if you like big nipples, what's wrong with that?
But that's actually so you can feed a baby. There's a reason for it.
I thought it's to entertain your husband.
No, it's so you can feed a baby. They're working boobs.
Okay. I spoke to a gentleman who's a prospective father, or they're trying for a baby. My 2 bits of advice were a lactation consultant and, what was the other one? I don't remember. Oh, regular sex. But then the other one was a lactation consultant because, you get breastfeeding for the baby, like food everywhere, and then a boob job for the husband. It's awesome. You're more susceptible to yeast infections while pregnant.
Yeah, but, as above.
It happens.
Pregnancy sucks.
You have to change pooey nappies every day.
More than one.
We'll
have 3 in nappies soon.
Awesome.
Yay.
Awesome. And you've gone on this weird cloth nappy adventure for some reason.
They stay on. They don't come off. I'd rather clean a pooey nappy than the poo on the floor.
Did you ever think you'd be like some cloth nappy hippie homeschooling mother of 7?
No, that's why it took to the 6th child before I got them. Because she wants to be pretty.
So they have to look pretty. Oh,
they have to look pretty.
Oh.
I just want the nappies on. I'm sick of cleaning up poo off the floor.
Yeah,
nappies are a really good invention.
We're at the phase now where one of them has taken off the nappies.
But she's not ready to toilet train.
No. 42. It's not even halfway yet.
Oh, wow.
You could die during childbirth.
Which is why you want them to cut you open if something goes wrong.
They will, here we go. 43, they'll drain everything of you. Everything you have. Time, sleep, money. This is sounding like someone who hasn't grown up.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's sounding like someone who hasn't grown up.
I don't feel drained. They probably do, but I don't have a problem with it.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, but they add so much to your life.
It works out.
It happens. Who cares? That's the point. 44. Well, it's probably a different perspective for men, okay? Because the difference.
The wife will drain it anyway?
Well, yeah. No, or a man want to provide for a family. That's what you're hard-coded to do, a lot of men. And if you don't have that, you miss something.
Well, that's the time and money.
Yeah, where women, they think money is theirs, not for the family. It's a little different. So, 44, children throw tantrums.
And that your point is?
Yeah. 45, children learn how to manipulate you.
That's how they learn how to interact with significant others when they grow up.
It's part of the work. It's part of life. It's growing up.
Daughters are learning how to handle their husbands by learning how to manipulate you.
Yes, they are. 46, they can resent you for things out of your control.
Everyone can.
That's what is this list?
Your best friend could do that.
Children can lead to relationship breakdowns.
Well, that's because of up above, she puts the children above the husband.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think she's a husband-having type.
You sure?
Look at this list.
She might be.
Oh, I guess we did see a wedding dress. We did see a wedding dress in there.
That's a wedding dress.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe that's a really big fear. That might be probably point number one.
Maybe she came from a broken home and this is how it's manifesting.
Maybe.
She doesn't want to transfer that trauma of her childhood onto her kids and she's creating this to justify it.
That might be the real reason.
Yeah, that could be it. Which kind of makes this really a sad list. So, if you're a single parent, you then have to try and find someone who is willing to want to be a single parent who isn't a secret
be with a single parent.
predator.
Oh, that is a risk. But look, you don't go into having children assuming you'll be a single parent. Some do, but most people hope for the best and assume that they're not going to do it alone. And then life gets in the way and things happen. And then as a single parent, you have a choice of whether or not you decide to enter into another relationship or not. It's not something you have to do. You don't have to remarry. You don't have to find another partner. You can choose to.
You can.
It's not something that...
Well, that is the highest point of risk.
It is a risk.
Is a non-biological partner to a mother. That's the highest risk point for kids in relationships. Just something you have to manage, honestly.
Yeah, and you can also choose when to look for another partner and how old your kids are when you start.
Your mother waited a few years, didn't she?
She did. We were all like well and truly into high school before she really started dating again.
You three would have been horrible.
Oh yeah, we were harsh. Very harsh.
Didn't she date like some World War I veteran, some really old guy?
No, that's because he met him 15 years later than when she dated him, and he hadn't matured well.
He'd aged really bad. Oh, because your mother looks really young, and I thought, shit, gee, this guy's like, I thought it was I was shocked. He looked all like her father.
Yeah, but he'd aged since
she won't watch this episode, but she will because you're in it. I'll get in trouble.
Yeah, okay. You will get in trouble.
Yeah, well,
You're always getting in trouble.
He was shooting above his station. That's why with your mother.
Okay.
On to 40. Well, when my mother, her husband, my father, she got like an older guy. So
you look the same, like in your baby photos. And when you were like 30.
He had the same style, the beard and the bowl cut that I had.
It was just the colour of the beard and the beard moustache.
No. She dyed it then too. It was white when she met him. Like for 40 years.
Same.
Yeah, 40 years he had a white beard. So, this, you're lucky you saw any colour. Kids have no sense of boundaries.
Yeah, unless you train them to have boundaries.
That's stupid. That's a rubbish answer. Children are annoying, or kids are annoying.
Yes, they are.
And I bet you're annoying too. People are annoying. Kids can turn into sociopaths. Isn't that more genetic? Passed down?
I don't know.
Or the trauma?
I don't know. It's probably because of
psychopaths, not sociopaths. I guess if you just raise them badly. Kids will have to constantly prioritize prioritize your kids' needs before your own.
Not necessarily.
No, not at all.
You can design your life so that you can all get a benefit. And what happens when you have 6 kids and they all want different things? Guess what? No one gets everything they want.
Oh, but see, the thing is, Rachel, we've got news articles appearing in Australia where the big sacrifices parents need to make that they're going in the news about because their mortgages have gone so high is they have to say no to their children. Oh. This is newsworthy in this country.
I say no all the time.
Yeah, I know. You say
it's
no.
my default. I'm a harsh mom. No.
Yeah.
We have an economy of screen time.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We've locked down the computers so far that they're like, Mom, can I have time on the computer? I'm like, I'll give you half an hour if you do your bookwork.
So,
no.
Anyway, that shows you. What if they get abducted? What if they get... Yeah, I mean, these are all just fears, normal fears.
That's normal fears.
Life hardships are tougher with a kid along for the ride.
Yeah, but life's life. You're going to have that anyway.
Life's better moments could be better with a kid along for the ride. You will fear leaving a relationship that no longer works because of the kids.
You need to choose a better partner.
She's suffered from... Abandonment issues as a child. That's coming through here. You could become paralyzed post-childbirth due to injury or complications.
It's very rare.
Oh, come on. You could
rare.
do that going to the coffee shop and getting hit by a car. I mean, she's clutching at straws here. There's a lot of fear porn here, I think. Body odor gets bad during pregnancy and worse postpartum. You could smell like onions.
That's a question for you, not for me.
What do you mean? Oh,
You got to smell me.
Do you stink? Well, only if you're a bogan and don't like have a shower until lunchtime or something. You know, and onions are good. I eat onions.
That's weird, Florian. I don't want to smell like onions. You don't smell like
onions, but okay. These are some stupid points. Debilitating pregnancy back pains.
I'm managing to stand up this whole time.
That's it. We're going.
I'm 35 weeks.
We're 30 minutes into the video already.
You know, and I'm in the peak complaint phase.
You have to brush nits out of your kid's hair, then yours, then wash all of the sheets in boiling water.
I've only had nits once.
Where did we get it from? Kindergarten or something?
Yeah. Just keep them home.
Yeah, we haven't really had that.
No, we haven't, which is great because the girls have long hair.
No sex 6 weeks post-birth. Is that true?
Technically, yes.
Okay. Really?
It depends how you're healing, really. You give yourself some space and let your body recover and heal before you jump back in and try for another. Florian?
Let's not get your mother watching this one. Lots of people will... What? Visit you to see how...
Fist. It's not like that.
What?
Yeah.
What?
No, that's when the midwife checks to see how dilated you are.
That
only really happens
thought random
with,
people.
No, these are trained medical professionals. And it's not like
when you're in the birthing center and they're just checking.
Yeah, that's not like fisting someone. It's a bit different. It's a harsh way of describing it. Very harsh.
What's wrong with this woman?
That's definitely some unfounded fear.
Oh, wow.
It's uncomfortable, but that's a bit harsh.
I think that's the least of the things you give a shit about when you're right in the middle of pregnancy. You want the baby or in birth.
To be honest, after number 2, they haven't had to check because I have babies too quick.
You're crowning, aren't you?
Yeah, they're like, let's check. Oh, baby's going to be here in a minute.
See your head. You could get pregnant with twins. That's a double blessing.
Would be a blessing.
You could get pregnant with triplets. That's a triple blessing.
You sound freaked out.
Yeah. They may not get along in the womb.
Yeah, and they'll kick you anyway.
They may try to kill their twin in the womb. What?
Someone's been watching too many movies.
You go through school all over again?
Yes, but sometimes you need to fill the gaps.
How are you finding going through school again?
It's hard at the moment. My mind isn't working.
Pick up and drop off your kids every day at school.
Not if you're homeschooled.
I agree. Yeah, that sucks. I was actually talking to someone about that today, going, yep, homeschool. I do not miss that. You have to take your kids to sport on weekends.
Yeah, but then you get to see them play. That's so much fun.
Well, you could sit there and have a coffee and work while they're playing on the laptop.
Yeah.
You have to go to your kids' parent-teacher interviews.
How's that going? Is that where you talk to me?
Yeah, that's it. How are we all good?
Yeah,
good.
I think we're good.
You have to pay school fees in excess of 10 grand per year if you want your kids to go to a good school.
That's a parent's choice.
That's got nothing to do with it. Oh, boy. C-section scar. Well, don't get a C-section.
Well, sometimes you don't have a choice.
I know. Well, the scars aren't that big anyway, and it's your stomach. I mean,
They're battle scars.
Your vagina will be different post-natural birth. It's life.
Battle scars.
The epidural needle is massive.
Tough it out.
Did you ever get one?
No.
You just took a gas.
Yeah, gas is good.
A whole room of people see your vagina and your insides.
You don't care.
I don't think you give a shit while you're going through it. You're more than likely will shit yourself during birth.
And once again, you don't care, just don't tell me. Okay? Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Well, if you're in the bath, it floats around.
I don't want to know.
Scoop it out with a net.
Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
You don't care. You're like zoned out completely. Just
Yeah, but just
mentally.
don't tell me afterwards, all right?
I just did, like several times, all the time. Little floaters, little ships floating around.
Don't embarrass me.
Okay, sorry.
This is public on YouTube.
Oh, it's normal. You shouldn't be embarrassed about those things.
It shouldn't be
Deal with
enough
it.
for you to not have a baby.
No, that's it. Shitting in a bath or when you're giving birth is nothing. I mean, I guarantee you people have proved themselves when they've drunk too much or done something stupid or even for a bet. Or everyone's going to anyway when you wind up in the aged care home. There you go. You can get postpartum depression.
You could.
You could get depression from being middle-aged and never having any kids.
Yeah.
The food you cook your kids will usually not be eaten because your kids are picky eaters.
Yep. And that's when you learn to say, no, this is the food I've cooked. You can have more food in 4 hours when I cook lunch. It's not going to kill you to go 4 hours without eating.
If you're not going to eat, just go hungry. A day, a bit of fasting will be good for you.
Well,
It
it's
won't
not
kill
even
you.
a full day. We're talking like
Yeah, I
4
know.
hours. They can go 4 hours.
Or
they'll learn to eat your food.
Now I've gotten to the point in saying go cook something yourself.
Yeah. Well, you train them to do that. They can't do that when they're little.
No, but now at this age they can make
But you
something.
know what they like. I often have to cook 2 or 3 things and we all have a smorgasbord so that everyone has something to eat.
If you have kids and regret it, you're stuck with them.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't you put them up for adoption?
No, honey.
No, but I mean, could people do that?
Well, not after a certain time.
Okay. I don't know. I've never looked into putting my kids up for adoption.
Yeah, that is a good point, but that's rare. It's not normal.
No.
That's not a normal fear.
You'll not be able to do anything fun during pregnancy. Great massages, nope. Facials, nope. Alcohol, nope. Forget it. Lasers, nope. Beauty products, always questionable.
I don't do any of that anyway.
Yeah, that. All those things are all expensive luxuries. You don't need any of that when you're paying off a mortgage. These are not Australian things to be worried about when we've got $1 million shitty houses.
Yeah, you can still pay your mortgage, and that's what we all want to do.
That's it. Your house will never be tidy.
Yep.
Yeah, that sucks. Things you love will be ruined
Yeah, it sucks.
by people you love.
Yes.
You can potentially lose your identity after having a kid.
It's because you're growing up, and you, as a parent, become a different person.
Yep.
Because you grow up. Because you're not the center of the universe anymore.
Look at 84. This is telling you everything. Choosing a nanny can be incredibly difficult, if not almost impossible. Choosing a nanny.
I've never had to do that.
You're not getting a nanny. I'm not paying for. They're your kids.
Yours too.
Yeah, I know. We're not getting a nanny.
Okay.
This is so. I'd say
Maybe we're just not the right kind of people
no.
for this list.
I don't think we are. We're not posh enough, honey.
But we've
honestly.
had 7 kids.
Yeah, I know. we're the working class bogans. 85. Childbirth can cause rectal prolapse.
Yep.
Childbirth can cause vaginal prolapse.
Yep. That's where your guts fall out.
Awesome. Yeah, well, I mean, life can
But go
happen.
see a physio, and there's exercise you can do to help with that, and surgery.
How are you going with all your exercises that the physios
I
give
haven't
you?
started.
we
Once the
talk-
baby's born, I'll get onto it.
Are we talking from like baby number 1 or baby
No,
number
I've-
6?
I have a list I demanded after baby number 4. No, baby number 5. I jumped up and down until the physios saw me and gave me exercises to do.
Did you do
I
the
didn't have
exercises?
prolapse.
I think
Yeah, I had exercises.
you just had it.
Diastasis
was-
recto.
That's when your
Your abs
your
break
abs,
apart.
Yeah.
You can fit lots of fingers between your abs.
Awesome.
Yay.
So you have to do lots of sit-ups?
No, don't do sit-ups.
No?
There are lots of gentle stretches, like lift a leg. It looks like I'm a
Oh, like when
cockroach lying on the bed, lifting my legs up.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm trying to repair my stomach. I've never had prolapse, but
I just walk in.
it's pretty.
Okay, Rachel's weird. I was like when I had to do those physio exercises, because I had
You hurt your leg.
tennis elbow.
Oh yeah.
And I had to like lift my wrist like this, and I thought, and buy a special band.
It feels really silly, but it really works.
Okay. Well, there you go. See a physio to deal with these things.
Yeah.
Newborns throw up all the time.
Depends on your baby.
Yeah. Frederick was a vomiter.
Yes, so was Edward.
When you're sick, you still need to take care of your kids.
But that's the same as just being married. You still have to take care of your husband even when you're sick.
Well, we
It's called the
had
man flu, isn't it?
men, because of the differences in temperature sensitivity between men and women, man flu has been scientifically proven to be real.
Okay, Boomer.
Trust the science.
Okay.
Trust the science. You miss out on things you love doing.
That's not necessarily because of kids.
No.
That's just part of life.
Your nipple can fall off while breastfeeding. Will have to be surgically
I don't
reattached.
think you're doing it right.
Can your nipples fall off?
I think she needs to see a lactation consultant.
Is that a real thing? No.
I don't know.
I mean, they bite. The kids can bite into it and latch on, but can they fall off?
Hurts, but falling.
Here we go. Look, we're on nipple. She's focusing on nipples now. Your nipples will be painful, chapped, and can bleed during breastfeeding, especially when your kids grow teeth.
Actually, it's more likely when they're a newborn than when they grow teeth. Yeah.
Because they're learning how to do it, or?
Yeah, and you're learning how to do it, and I've had the most chapped, bleeding, horrible experience with newborns. Getting teeth, they bite you, you take them off, touch their lips, go, no biting, mummy. And that's the end of the feed. And after a few times where you take them away from their favourite thing in the world, they stop biting.
Has Valley self-weaned now? I think she has.
Yeah.
I think she's forgotten how to.
Yeah, she's forgotten how. She tried this morning. It was just a bit comical.
Oh, poor thing. She's growing up.
But it's all right. I don't mind. It's so good not to be tandem feeding.
92. We're nearly at the end.
Oh, nearly.
Do you still want to have a kid?
Too late now.
I have no patience and hate screaming children.
Okay, that's a you problem.
Yeah. Here's one you'll like, considering how often you're accompanied to the toilet. You will never be alone, ever.
Yeah, until they get to about 4. And then you're like, where are the kids? And you're like, so where are they? And they're off playing, and they're like, they don't care. Yeah. It does not ever. It's a phase, and when that child grows out of it,
it's over.
It's over. And then you're kind of like, that was really annoying, but oh. They do grow up.
94. Pregnancy noise?
Nose.
Nose?
I don't know what that is.
Nose?
Or noise? You can smell everything really good.
Isn't that good?
But that's basically so you don't get food poisoning.
Pregnancy can cause nevus sebaceous.
I think that's quite rare. I don't know what it is.
You want me to look it up?
I don't know.
Oh, let's look it up.
Let's not.
Why?
Because I'm pregnant. I don't want some weird disease.
Okay. Okay, we won't look it up.
And she said don't Google it.
Okay. 96, morning sickness, which can actually be all day.
Yeah.
Have you ever had it?
No, but I try not to tell people that because other women get very angry with me.
Is it diet related?
No. I think it's like 80% of pregnancies have morning sickness. It's really high.
Wow. And you've never had it?
I've been very, very blessed.
Yeah, don't be telling other women that. They'll get real bitchy and
watch
angry at you.
this.
Oh, boy. 97. Constipation in the third trimester is excruciating.
It's not just the third trimester, darling. It's the whole way through.
Awesome.
Yay.
A fetus can dig their nails into your uterus.
Okay.
A fetus can pee inside you.
That's normal.
The fetus can poo inside you, and if they ingest it, they will have breathing problems in the future.
Yes, that's why it's a medical emergency.
The baby can fracture your tailbone on exit if they're too big.
Yes, that's why they do growth scans.
And check. And if it's too big, they use the cesarean, don't they?
Yeah, and and you can have absolute disasters if babies are too big.
You have to make sure every day they don't die. Yeah, but that gets easier the older they get.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Your sister's taking care of them now, so that's fine. The baby could die during childbirth. Yeah, that's sad. It can happen.
Yep.
The baby could suffer from temporary asphyxiation if the umbilical cord is wrapped around their necks.
Yeah, that's true. These are all valid fears, but are they enough to not have a baby?
What's the chances of these occurring? You know, look,
Yeah.
she goes from baby dying during childbirth, and then a couple of down, we're talking about, clogged milk ducts. She's all over the place.
It's not a curated risk.
You can drink specific things while pregnant or breastfeeding, or you can't, I'm assuming.
Yeah. A lot of that is basically food safety, because if you get listeria, you can lose the baby or it can cause preterm labour. So it's more about mitigating the risk of listeria than whether or not you can eat it.
Yep. Clogged milk ducts during lactation.
Yep.
You just latch the baby on till...
It hurts though.
Okay. Yeah, actually, you've been in a lot of pain over that. Bedtime can mostly be a nightmare with kids. They'll kick, scream, cry, throw tantrums. They will shatter you and your neighbour's eardrums.
That's why you need a routine.
Yeah, I think the routine is best.
But, things always happen that mess up the routine.
Or you just wear them out. Or
It's part of the job, really.
Or you make a deal. They can stay up if
Depends how old they are.
Yeah, you're right.
When they're babies, you can just breastfeed them and they'll fall asleep.
When they're 10 years old, you can make them a deal.
When
if
you
they do the dishes,
bribe
they
them.
can bribe them. If you do the dishes, you can stay up. Here, you can watch YouTube while you do the dishes. You may need a forceps-assisted delivery.
Yep.
I think that was me.
And me.
Pelvic floor dysfunction post-delivery. Yeah, whatever.
Yep. I've had that. That's why you see the physio.
Maybe this is the difference between the Australian and the American or other country healthcare, where you get additional support afterwards.
No, but you have to seek it out.
Okay.
It's not something that is automatic.
That's something
that's something that's come with experience.
I'm recommending lactation consultants. You would recommend a physio for women.
Both.
Yep.
And they're both not for the baby, they're for the mum's health.
The mum.
I think that's the thing. There's such a focus on the baby that sometimes the mum's forgotten. So seeing a physio and seeing a lactation consultant are very valuable post-birth.
That's what I was saying. I told the guy today, put $1,000 aside for a lactation consultant. Just wear it. Consider it part of it. Just do it. It's worth it. Post-birth, you'll need to wear a nappy.
It's just easier.
Depends.
Yeah, it's easier because you can just throw it out. It's gross.
It's great.
Birth is gross.
It's great being a man. Your house will never be clean again.
Until they get older. It's an age thing.
You will cry a lot.
Yeah, but...
Are they all sad tears? Some of them could be happy tears. You could have an uncontrollable child screaming for an entire flight.
Well, then don't fly.
Yeah. You literally have to do what your kids want to do because they'll scream if you don't. And it just ends up easier to do what they want to do because you will be too tired to argue. What kind of weak-ass parenting is this? This is terrible.
Someone who hasn't parented.
Yeah, this is terrible. If you do that... Well, okay, this is why... This mentality is why the West is crumbling right now. Why,
societal collapse.
Yeah, societal collapse because of this shit. People are being just too soft on their kids. I mean, look, you got people crying that they had to afford their mortgage. They have to say no to their kids. I mean, how stupid is that? Seriously. How fucked up is the country if that's what making news? I can't believe it.
I think the more kids you have, the easier it is to say no.
Yeah. What happened to just say no? That's what we were trained in. Just say no. Just say no. You do it to this. Stop pandering to your kids. You're the adult. Here's the message.
But that's the thing. It's a habit. It's a routine. It's something that you need to build into your life and be consistent with. You need to have the same rules for mum and dad and implement them and not be flippant. And one day it's a no and the next day it's a yes. Because if you're inconsistent, your kids will tantrum because they know there's a 1 in 10 chance that they will get that chocolate. Kids love sugar.
But I mean, this is bad parenting right here. And look. We go to this. And now...
That's a duplicate.
Oh, you're right. First poo after birth can really hurt, like hell.
Yeah, everything hurts.
Your relationship with your fun friends will change.
Of course.
You will always get FOMO. What, for property purchases?
No.
What do you mean?
No, you're at home breastfeeding the baby at 2 a.m. and you think, 2 weeks ago I was sleeping at 2 a.m.
I don't think that's the FOMO she's talking about. I think she's talking like going out partying, having an exciting life.
Yeah,
you were sleeping.
Yeah, but I remember when Mina was little and I didn't have a lot of mum friends, and I'd be 2 a.m. and I would be scrolling social media and seeing people on these fun holidays and partying and doing all these things, and I'm there with a baby going, yeah, that looks really appealing, but yeah, it's a maturity thing. You've got to grow up.
Well, that's the list.
That's the list.
118 reasons to not have children. So, what do you reckon? You still want to have your child? Oh, no, here's the question.
Do you do your ching thing when we have a chat? You didn't do your ching.
What ching thing? Oh, wait. Let's have a... Wait,
I'm on a video. I want to do it properly.
Okay. Let's have a talk. Wait. We'll merge back. Wait, we'll cube zoom.
Okay.
Okay. Let's have a talk about this. There you go.
There you go.
And technically, that's called a stinger.
A stinger.
In the business,
okay,
that's a stinger right there.
Business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a professional YouTuber.
Oh, this is such a chill chat, this one. This is a bit less professional than you usually get.
Oh, I've stopped being professional a long time ago. I think that's part of the charm of my channel. Remember when I wore suits for a few episodes? That didn't last very long. Got too hot.
No.
So
but honestly, kids, they're not all sunshine and roses, as we've seen by this list. And pregnancy, I don't enjoy at all. But it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. What would you say?
some of the best memories of my life are just doing mundane things with the children. And it reframes your entire perspective of the world and what's important. Stuff you used to be concerned about, you realize is meaningless.
And it gives you purpose.
Yeah.
So there's a reason to get up and go and do the thing because you know it's going to benefit your family.
So here to the audience, will you have another child after this one?
I don't know. I'm 40, Florian.
You might, yeah.
I might have
this
dry
may be
up. This might be it.
No
Who
eggs.
knows? Who knows?
No eggs, empty egg carton for all the MR.
I think
big tableaux.
I think our parents would be happy with that.
I think they would. Yeah, I think they
I
definitely
don't know.
would.
We're leaving it open. So
Yeah,
maybe.
we obviously suck at birth control. So,
I don't know.
but I mean, what do you think? What's your takeaway from this list? To me, it sounds like someone who had some childhood traumas, and they are going overboard with fear, and that's why
There's a
they're not
lot
going
of
down this
fear in
path.
here, and there's a lot of fear of the unknown, which I guess having children is the fear of the unknown. It's a risk. A lot of things here are genuine fears and they're genuine risks. But do you not go outside your house because fear of the sun? Where do you stop living? Because everything in life is a risk.
So I think we pretty much didn't agree with any of her reasons.
Well,
But then
I
again, we
think
never
some of them
would.
are genuine, but we don't feel that's enough of a risk.
Yeah.
She's got nowhere on here she put down the risk you could have a child with a disability.
Oh, because
That's a risk.
probably wouldn't have it, Rachel. She'd just terminate it. That's the default. That's the default these days. You
Yeah,
know
but
that.
you don't know. If your
Yeah.
child's blind, you wouldn't know that until they're born.
They'll do it after birth nowadays.
No, don't say that. That's horrible. But that's the life. Life is a risk.
Yeah.
You've got to take risks.
Well, I think we should encourage people to have children.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining me for this episode, honey.
No
I know
problem.
this has probably been really traumatic and uncomfortable for you. Like,
Sorry, it's been a bit rough.
months out from your
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about
pregnant birth. When are you due again?
The 29th of
I should
December.
know. Oh, so a month.
Yeah.
We timed that well, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm going to be huge at Christmas. Or have a baby.
You're huge now. Another month, boy. Oh, thanks, honey. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Okay. Bye, everyone. Have lots of kids, and I hope you enjoyed this fun episode. We'll see you next time. Bye.